Hi, my name is Thorneye. I'm an actor on the Outpost briefly, and Lisa asked me to do a video and answer a couple questions about my experiences on the show, and maybe a little bit as an actor in general. You might recognize me from the first few episodes of the Outpost, season one. I play Kell, one of Gareth Spears' best friends, and the first sort of in-show casualty to the plague. Um, I'm also on Rain and DC Legends of Tomorrow and Craziest Girlfriend and a couple of shows like that. But yeah, let's get to the questions. The first question is: sometimes when you audition, it's not for the role you will actually end up with. Was yours that way? I assume you were talking about Kell, and that one I did audition for Kell. I think at that point they had already cast all the leads, and it was shooting in Utah, and they just needed another actor. And I happened to know Jake personally because we played D&D together, and he was like, "Hey, we have this," and he was like, it was really cute because he was really kind about it. He's like, "Hey, there's a really kind of small part in my new show. Is like, would you want to do it? Like, even though it's just a couple episodes?" I'm like, hell yeah. You and I get to play around on horseback in full armor in a show that you're the star of. Yeah, I'll do it. So I did the audition just for the producers because they didn't know me, and then I got the part. So that's how that was. The second question is, what was your favorite scene to film? I filmed so many scenes for that show. It is hard to decide which is my favorite. I think I'm kidding, totally kidding. It was obviously fun to have when I'm trying. Spoiler alert! Trying to kill Jake Garrett. When I finally have turned and I get the whole like the insect alien thing comes out of my mouth, and I have to have like a prosthetic in my mouth to sort of stick out at him that I could operate with my tongue, and like dripping like this gross yogurt mixture on him. That was like the greenish white goo you see. That was fun, of course, but I think my favorite and our favorite probably filming together was just like we ride into camp together when we get to the rebel camp, and it's just we're just cantering in on horseback in full armor on like a fantasy show set, and we are just such nerds that was like the epitome of fist bump moment for us. So there was a lot of fist bumping that day. Like the first day of shooting, I think, of the Outposts at all, for us at least. So that was a good time. All right, next question. What was it like filming in Serbia? It was awesome for those of them who filmed in Serbia. Outpost, for those of you who don't know it, shot its first season in Utah. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to go to Serbia because I was super dead. Although I did totally pitched the producers the alternate storyline where Kell's twin brother comes back. He's actually one of the warlords of the Northerners. And that would be awesome. And because Kell kind of was like a hostage. Anyway, I'm pitching you guys on it now so that you'll pitch the producers. Either way, that didn't work out. So I didn't shoot in Serbia. I'm sure that's awesome, and I wish I could. But Utah was cool too. It was cold when we shot. It was probably February when we were there shooting. As you see the snow on the ground and all that stuff. That's obviously legit snow. So yeah, that was Utah was fun too. And what am I doing now is the last question she asks me. And you know what? I'm sitting inside playing a lot of video games to avoid the COVIDs. But I just had a couple of auditions today. We'll see how that goes. And I'm currently in the process of making my own D&D board game. That's the level of nerd we're talking about here. So that's fun, and I love that a lot. I'll have Jake play as well as soon as it's ready to show, to play test with me. And yeah, enjoying Baldur's Gate 3 right now on the computer. For those of you who know what that is from back in the day, I'm dating myself now, but it's basically D&D on the computer. So that's a lot of fun. Anyway, I guess I'll answer the first question about how you get a part where you didn't actually read for it. So for Outpost, I got the one I read for. For Rain, which I played Count Philip Jardin in the Darkness. I think it was episode 15 or something of season 1. And they had me read for Count Julian once I first read for Philip Narden, and because that was like it was a bigger guest star, so I was very excited about that because that would go like for many more episodes. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's who Anna falls in love with and sort of has a whole romance with, and he turns out to be a shyster as well, a con man. But whereas my character, who was totally not, got written off the show immediately. I was only supposed to be in for one episode anyway, but that was great. So I read for both of those, but I got the smaller, less local part. I you know what the reason was? It was probably because they would have to fly me out to Toronto every time I shot, as opposed to just hiring a local guy in Toronto, which probably at least just as good as I am, and far cheaper for production. So good for him. Anyway, I had fun on that show too. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being fans of the show. I know Jake and everyone appreciates you guys a lot, and I certainly do. So yeah, have a good day.